Hello there! Today we're checking out the latest addition to my main base, the new guest house, and it might well be the last big additions that we do, because we've pretty much rebuilt all of the ruins that I want to rebuild. Like, we've got one of them where we didn't do anything yet, but I feel like I might keep it that way. And also we're moving on, of course, to work on the ocean base as well, trying some new different things. And besides, we build a lot here. And we also probably need to start playing the rest of the game a little bit before they decide to release a new map, you know? You never know. So, here we go. We are at the guest house. Now, someone in the comments has told me before that the ruins that I'm rebuilding might very well be Rockwell's mansion or his big villa, whatever. And that this ruin that is a little bit more on the outside could be his guest house. So, what I decided to do is, of course, trying to rebuild the ruin, and I think it turned out pretty nice. And also, it's pretty much a guest house, because I'm playing with some other friends on this server, and I've told them that they can decorate this with any way they want. If they are visiting this area, there's a cave nearby they might want to do. They can basically do whatever they want. So it's very similar to the designs that I've done so far on this build, like on this entire ruin base. Same kind of roof structure, details and everything. It's a little bit of a taller building, that's true. And we have some, let's get on here maybe, and we have some different addition to the roof, like a little bit more detail on this side, which I kind of enjoy. But for the rest, it's basically the same. Oh god, same principle as we did on the other build so far. So let's check it out a little bit. I don't think there's much inside yet, but we can see the different ways that I managed to, you know, incorporate the ruins. You can see a little bit of here. There's a big bit over on this side. One of them, there is a little bit of wall built in because it aligned nicely. And then here we just have the normal wall. But I kind of like the fact that, you know, some of the parts are more integrated and other parts are more ruin structure. But we come inside, we've got a pretty nice and big first floor. I had a lot of trouble with these windows because of the existing structures wouldn't allow me to place every fence the way I would want. For some reason I can't place anything there. I've tried everything, it just won't let me, and I don't really get it, because it seems like it should be easier to place it there than it is over here, but for some reason it just won't let me do it. And it will let me do the top one, so very, very strange. But yeah, there's a little bit of a divider here because, I mean, that's part of the ruins. I can't really help it. So you could, I guess, turn it into two different rooms if we would want. Same over here, but the divider is definitely a little bit bigger, so there is basically two rooms. Probably nice to place some machinery or storage against, I don't know. And then we got this stair going up, but you also have these two double doors because there were these little hallways already there that I decided, you know, we might as well make use of them. And they are quite nice and cute hidden in here. Yeah, so that's basically the ground floor where... Oh, there's an alpha there, so let's stay inside, be safe. So yeah, we got another level here. We have some bunk beds. That's basically all of the decorations. We got some nice and cozy fireplace, and we have a balcony out front here to enjoy the front of the main gate and just, you know, the view around of the volcano and everything, the nice grassland, and sometimes I guess alpha raptors joining me. And then we have also another balcony on this side, and this one has an amazing view of the rest of the main base, and I love this view. This is basically, you can admire everything I've done. Oh, the Alpha Raptor is down there now. Yeah, you can basically admire everything I've done. Like, we have the little starter house, we got the rebuilt ruins all the way in the back with the aviary, got the workshop in the middle. The only thing I guess you can't really see are the stables. You can see the greenhouse a little bit behind that tree, but that's about it. But yeah, you can see the same like roof detail on this side as well, by the way. Yeah, I really like the way that turned out. And And then the fun fact is that we have this staircase inside, but in this ruin, there's actually a staircase here as well. So you can use this just as well. And then here, there's a little addition to get into the bunk beds as well. So there's a lot of connectivity. Again, we have the nice view here. Really cool little walkway. And then we got this top part where I didn't really know what to do, but I wanted to integrate this little ruin bit that is here where you can basically walk on. So now you can. Yeah, that is kind of nice, you know. You can just... Oh, can't we walk here? We can. You can just enjoy the ruins. You can enjoy the view of the whole base. Yeah, it's really turned out quite well. It's one of the best fitting rebuilding we've done, especially on this big of a scale. I was very happy with the roof. It mostly fit. The only bit is like here we have a little bit of the old ruined roof inside, which I think is fine because otherwise it was really too difficult to do. So there it is more on the inside, and on this side there's a little bit of it on the outside, but that's just the only way I could make it work. And you know, unfortunately we don't have anything that looks like this, because then rebuilding might be easier. Also, of course, you're bound to like foundations and everything, but I think it turned out very nicely in the end. It would definitely be fine as a main base actually. Like, this is a pretty big house. The only problem you might have is that this is not big enough to place the industrial forge in. But I guess we could make like a, if we would want to place it necessarily, we could place it here, make a little gap so that you have like an open area where you can watch from up here down the stairs. You could do that, I guess, but I don't need it. We have the workplace in the main base. It's just a guest house. I think this is one very nice rebuild, and you're kind of happy with being able to rebuild all of these ruins. Like, it's been a very fun project, and I think as we went on to every single new place that we built here in these ruins, we learned something and we applied it to the next building. And I think that's probably the most important thing, you know. You live and you learn, you grow, and you build some nicer and better things every time you try something new. So yeah, I think this is a nice addition. I don't know if anyone will actually start using it. Doesn't really matter too much, because at least it looks great. It's a nice addition to the base. I can admire my base from here, which I already love a lot. And from the base, I can also admire this house, because I mean, I can probably go there. Probably fastest is just to teleport there. Okay, so we'll wake up on the other side. Yeah, from here you can already instantly see it. It's actually quite a nice view. Let's go onto the main balcony. Yeah, this is a nice view to have. Definitely very happy with the way it turned out and the way it looks now. Definitely ties the base together, because otherwise I was looking out on basically like an empty ruin, and now it's actually rebuilt. It makes a whole more of sense. So yeah, we've done it. We've rebuilt the entirety of these ruins. Like, the only building that we haven't done is this one, but it's also the most intact one. I'm kind of still using it as some kind of aviary / stables, which is working pretty nicely. So for the time being, I'm going to continue doing that. I might rebuild it at some point if I need it, but the problem is that I need this downstairs access, because it's a nice little hidden walkway down to like down there. So it's just easier to keep it like this. And I kind of like having one of the ruins still there, because I can keep the tree. If I start building, probably need to knock that down, and trying to keep as much of these last remaining vegetation there is around, because it just makes the build have a nicer vibe. If, you know, there's a little bit vegetation. Like, there's used to be way more when I got here. There's still a little bit of it left, and I don't want to get rid of even more, because then it's just like a barren wasteland, and we don't want that. Yeah, it's a little bit more moody now. It started raining, but luckily we've done the tour. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the new guest house edition. And yeah, I think, well, we're definitely gonna be using the base a lot, just to, you know, progress through the Ark, the island, before we at some point can move on to another map. But we're also going to be working on another base that you might have already seen on the channel. I've started on it, and it's probably going to be the new project where we work on. Besides, of course, doing all the other different builds that we've been doing. We've been having a lot of fun with doing some different tutorials. I think the raptor is still out there being annoying. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.